welcome to another episode of Raging Out in Clash. My name is Jen, and I'm here with SK.
Hello.
And what do we got for you today? We are going to briefly touch on how we finished in leagues. We've got a few events that are going on right now. There was a few shop offers that we can discuss. And we will talk about our experiment for a little bit. And you've got a Can't Fix Stupid because we've been heavily recruiting the last little while, and we got a lot of Can't Fix Stupids, but you'll share one of them with us. And we're going to talk about just a little bit about one of the members that ended up getting kicked from our clan and the result of that we've kind of been going through the last little while here. So we're going to talk a little bit about that because, I mean, it's raging out in Clash, so that's what we got to do.
Yep. Okay, so very briefly in clan leagues, about clan leagues.
Yep.
Where did we end up, and was it any different from last time?
Last. We didn't win a war. We got dead last. We didn't have a hope. By the end of leagues, we only had 9 people in our clan. So yeah, that was leagues, and we got demoted.
You say that we only had 9 people in the clan, but I don't view that as a negative.
It was the 9 good people. I mean, our 9 core people, so.
Yeah, I think, but I think it's because I'm old and, old. The clan has been through very many peaks and troughs of people. So 9 actually is not a low number for me, particularly as a person that was there from the very beginning. I've been in the clan when there's been no people. So 9 people, I don't view as a negative. I just see it as, okay, we're now at this sort of low part of our clan life. And that's not, I think it's just because we hadn't been recruiting to ebb the flow. Mm-hmm. Right. I think it'd be a different story if within the last few weeks we had been properly recruiting. Mm-hmm. And I know that I hadn't been properly recruiting because of various reasons, and that is my one sole job in this clan, is to recruit, apparently. But yeah, we ended up.
Yeah, no, that's fine. And I mean, so that's how we did in leagues, and the reason we weren't recruiting kind of will lead us into what's kind of been going on, in that we kicked somebody out of our clan. I mean, I think the whole story, it goes back in that we had a Town Hall 11 in the clan who wanted to bring in his mini. Brought in the mini, and the mini didn't survive.
And we always say, and it makes no difference who asks, right? Be it an elder, a co, or a new member, whoever it is, we always say it never works out because we expect you to do, we're a war clan, so we expect you to do 2 attacks. We expect you to be an active member of the clan, and that means having to do clan games, doing both your attacks, war leagues. So we always pre-warn them, saying, look, a lot of people don't survive having multiple accounts in this clan. Just purely due to the fact that we are not a competitive clan. We're not like hardcore in terms of we're on 24/7. We're quite, we have lives outside the clash, right? But so it is difficult to manage that activity for 2 accounts, apparently, for quite a lot of people. You know, so we preemptively warn them to say, look, we expect the same thing. You've got these same people, these accounts are individual and they need to do the same things. But anyway, I will let you carry on.
Yeah, and I mean, for that reason, we don't accept people's minis until they've warred with us. I mean, I've started saying, you know, at least 2 weeks you got to be warring with us until we can, you know, get some kind of idea of who you are or whatever. But this person had been in the clan for a while, wanted to bring in his mini, brought in his mini, the mini didn't survive, and we kicked it. And I really do think that's where it all started from.
But that was ages ago.
Yeah.
Like, quite literally, probably months ago.
Unbeknownst to us, this person kind of held a little bit of a grudge and stayed in the clan for probably, I bet you it's been about 4 months at least 4 months. And, well, got promoted to elder, because they'd been in the clan for a long enough time that, you know, we felt that they deserved it. And things started to happen.
Let's, you know, give ourselves some credit. Things didn't happen immediately.
No, it didn't. And this person
had a lot of patience.
This person was from a different part of the world as well. And every time that we were recruiting, it's like, you know, we got to get somebody for this person because, you know, they come on, they're having a tough time donating. Let's try and get somebody in this part of the world, you know, specifically for this person so we can kind of build that up. And we ended up getting somebody. I actually thought we ended up getting a Town Hall 8. I actually thought that he was from your side of the world, or like from Europe, just because of when he was attacking and stuff. But it turns out he was from this Town Hall 11's part of the world. And then we ended up getting a Town Hall 12 as well.
Which I thought, yeah, okay, I'm just gonna...
I was totally ecstatic. I was like, okay, now we've got some people for our Town Hall 11. Like, how awesome is this? Like, when people come into the clan, we do not judge. I had somebody ask me the other day, he's like, I'm from Asia, is that all right? I'm like, honestly, I said, if you follow the rules, if you show, you know, that you can 3-star some bases, I don't care where you're from. If you can follow the rules, you're welcome to stay in the clan.
And communicate. Like, and can communicate.
Yeah, and so, you know, I was excited that we had somebody. And then...
So everything went fine for a while.
Everything
apart from this Town Hall 8.
And then the Town Hall 8 missed a war attack. And we kicked them. Then shit kind of hit the fan. And things started to happen. For the longest time, we did not know that the Town Hall 8, Town Hall 11, and the Town Hall 12 were connected. Were connected in that they all used to be in the same clan. We did not know that. You and I kind of slacked off. Usually when people join the clan, we check their clan history, we see where they've been, mostly just to see that they haven't already been in the clan, change their name, and then try to come back.
To be fair, we don't have, well, I certainly don't have the mental capacity to check everyone that I invite because I spend half of the time checking, basically. So I will agree that we did, I guess, I think we got lazy and didn't check any people that we had promoted, purely because people getting promoted in our clan was such a rare occurrence anyway, in terms of how hard it was to get in there, that, we slacked off on that part.
So anyway, the three of them, after all of this stuff went on, We figured out they were all in the same clan. So things started to happen when the Town Hall 8 got kicked. And the only way you can come back to our clan is by getting invited, because we're on close, and we're on close for that reason. So this person kept on coming back and would just be like, I don't even know how it started.
But I should also, sorry, I keep interrupting. But,
I know I'm missing.
So I will caveat that this person has a very common name, okay?
Yeah.
It's as common as killer, legend, god legend, who I did actually get one called God Legend in today, by the way. I'm like, sure, can't be a god, but you have to be a god legend. Anyway, so this person has a very common name, right?
Yeah.
So, and when you're on that recruiting tool, how can I tell that this isn't somebody else, right? And normally, if you're getting invited to a clan you've been in and you've either been kicked or you left, you wouldn't want to go on back again anyway. Unless, if you come back and, ask why I was kicked or whatever. But, so there was that, and that, there was a moment where, maybe we had re-invited them back. Right? We were thinking, did we accidentally click on them in the recruitment tool? Because it could have happened. And also, I must have known. I must have had some gut instinct, because I kicked this person by accident twice before he was properly kicked. Now that, because I'm just thinking back on the BS that was, right? Even before he was properly kicked, I kicked this person twice by accident. And we're like, oh dear.
Probably why he was so bitter.
So I must have, somewhere deep down, I must have been like, I don't like this guy, I'm going to have to kick him. Because, normally I wake up and I like to clean house. And we keep a tidy clan, right? So, and the idea is that, between you and I, people that join when you and I are both asleep, they're probably it's gonna be hard for them, because first of all, there's no one to show them around, because you're probably asleep the same time as the rest of that side of the world is. So anyone who's coming in is probably in the Asia kind of region, and will therefore also have a difficult time with our war times. So the idea is, if they join and then they're not there, and then we give them a warning to sort of say hello, and then nothing. So I like to clean house. So, and sometimes there's quite a lot of house to clean. And I get carried away, so I accidentally kick people, right? And everyone knows that, you don't make it to co unless I've kicked you before, by accident. So I kicked this person twice. And we have also said, I hope this person comes back to his wartime and he's not annoyed that I've kicked him again. So there must have been a part of me that suspected something, or something must have made me want to kick him.
Maybe.
Sorry, but I just wanted to say that I had realised that, and I wanted to share that with you. I don't know if you remember that I had actually kicked him twice before.
So anyway, he held a little bit of a grudge. It turns out that the Town Hall 8, Town Hall 11, and Town Hall 12 were not the same person, but were all in the same clan before. We think they're boyfriend and girlfriend. But the Town Hall 12 was definitely controlling the Town Hall 8 account. And what happened was, the Town Hall 11 that we promoted to Elder was the one that was inviting this person back. And we, had discussed between you and I, like, who could it be? Could it be this co-leader? Could it be this person? They were online, or this we were checking everything. Like, we were checking collectors. We were checking, if people were we were checking to see who was online, and then when this person came back in.
And we didn't we don't have Discord. We, like I said, we have lives outside the game, so we keep the game in the game. So there was no way to contact people, There was no separate channel. But lo and behold, you must have had a moment of inspiration and remembered that we had slacked off, and found the connection between these accounts. So we were able to, fumigate and clear out the vermin.
Yep. And then, and because of that, because of the new change in the update, where if you invite somebody, the invites only last for 2 weeks. We haven't been recruiting really hard for the last 2 weeks, just because we weren't.
Well, the Town Hall 8 did say, "I'll be back after leave."
Yeah, and we.
So that made us think, isn't it?
There's been a lot of stuff that's been going on as well, just with them, harassing us and whatever else. But we wanted to make sure that there's no possible way that person or anyone that Town Hall 11 could have invited, alts, minis, whatever, was going to be able to get back into our clan. We did not want that.
Yes, and we didn't know how many alts the person had.
Like from when we kicked that person, for the next 2 weeks, we were like, okay, anybody that joins in this time period, like, we have no way of knowing if that's going to be one of that person's alt or just somebody that we've invited from, the recruitment tool. So we made a decision that anybody in those 2 weeks, at the end of the 2 week period, when all of the invites would have been expired, we were just going to say, okay, sorry, you guys are gone for whatever, for this reason, whatever, and then just start fresh. So now is the point where we're after the 2 weeks. So now is when we can kind of start going hard on recruiting again, just because we know that we are absolutely rid of that vermin Town Hall 11.
Yeah, and I think, it's just because we didn't know how many accounts that person had made, because clearly that person had several. It came out that they must have had multiple accounts. So during, with all this person's grudginess, must have planned this in advance and invited all of their accounts. So there was just no way to really know when people, and I am on one hand astonished, but also like, really, just surprised at the amount of planning and patience this person had to plan all this out, because you and I have very specific different recruitment windows, right? So this person would have to, first of all, check that I'm recruiting, because I noticed that when this person would join would be when I'm actively recruiting, because then it wouldn't look suspicious that there's just this random person joining at a particular time. This person would join with the rest of the other new recruits at the time you and I are actively recruiting. And when the Town Hall 12 came in, remember, I remember thinking, I was like, I definitely don't invite 10 or 12. It must be new, Jen. But I never thought to ask you. So, because, I don't recruit 10 or 12. So, so there were some sort of odd signs that, again, we got comfortable and we got lazy.
It was funny because even when the Town Hall 12 joined and got in his replays, I know that there was some kind of discussion about where he was from. And I said, oh, we've got a Town Hall 11 from that area too. And I was all excited. I did not even think for a second that they would have been in the same clan, that it would have had any connection at all. Like,
well,
it was
why
just,
would you? Because it's such a vast area. There's a bajillion people over there.
Now, we'll say now that this has happened, and now it just...
Well, it clicked for us with the town hall because he spoke a particular way as well.
I hate what it's done for me when I'm recruiting now, because I will look at a certain name and be like, okay, chances are that's from that part of the world. And I hesitate. And I don't like that I do that.
Well, I mean, I don't think there's anything.
And I never used to do that before because it didn't matter.
Yeah, and it still doesn't on principle, but there is, that sort of okay. Now that we've waited for the 2 weeks to,
it's still fresh.
It's it is still fresh, but now we've waited for the 2 weeks to be over.
Yeah.
There is still a window of opportunity for this person to get in the clan, because you and I are still, recruiting. And I could accidentally stumble upon, the 1 in a million person that is one of her accounts. So, there is always that window, but we can't, prevent that. We would just not recruit, which is not what we're going to do. So, I understand why you're a little bit like, well, hesitant. So I'm still stunned by the amount of planning, patience, and gall this person had, because
gotta be a female, because women are like that.
Well, it turned out to be a female or something. Well, female. I mean, I'm gonna say, right, because the town hall that we made Elda, we did suspect was female, because it had a feminine name, shall we say? And I will admit, and not to tar us all with a terrible brush, but I find that within the clan, during recruiting, men tend to be a lot more volatile in a shorter period of time, whereas females tend to be more vindictive and have the patience to plan things so that, for maximum pain, basically. And I'm not saying every woman is like that or every man is like that. I'm just saying, we're just, this particular example lives up to the stereotype. So, but yeah, so that's been, obviously why we haven't been recruiting. And I think, there's some comfort to be had from the fact that, when the town hall 8 was popping in and out, because he would quite literally pop in and say, I'm back, and then leave again, and come back, and then go, oh, you'll never stop me from doing this, and, leave, and then come back, and be like, I'm going to annoy you forever, kind of thing. But he would say, I'm coming back all the time, you can't stop me, right? But I think, when he said, I'm coming back after the leagues, I think that was just after we had kicked the elder. Right, so we knew that was his last time in the clan, because by that time, because he was like, you'll never guess who's inviting me, so I think he said something like, you'll be shocked or something. But I mean, to be fair, we were, because we were prepared for how much patience this person had. But yeah, so I was saying that at least there's some comfort that I don't think this person either knew or took into account by this flick of luck in our side that the invites disappeared after 12 months. So that's a very new thing. That only came out this update as well. So it was quite timely and fortunate on our behalf. So I don't think that person knew that change or accounted for that change. And just thought, I'll always have all these invites and I'll always be back, be it from one account to another. I'll just use all my accounts with all my invites. But thankfully, this guy hasn't come back. So, and it's been how many days afterwards. So I'm a little bit more reassured now that the invites are gone. I'm reassured that the door is closed for them, short of me accidentally inviting them in the recruitment tool. which is why, we've had to start recruiting again. But I think that was why I hadn't also been recruiting for leagues and whatnot, and why we had gone in with such few established members was because I knew we were going to have to clean house after the 14 days, and it wasn't particularly fair on people that were no way connected to this person that we would then ultimately have to kick just in case.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And it worked out. It worked out that nobody survived leagues anyway. And we were left with our solid 9. And we talked about it, waited a couple days, and we're, back to recruiting after that.
Yeah. So we've been, I guess, replenishing our numbers. But apparently that saga is still not finished yet.
Yes. Because getting harassed.
Yeah.
Them creating clans and adding us as friends and adding everyone in the clan as friends.
Apart from me, because
yeah. Or me, because my friend requests are full now. But making clans, putting a clan description, saying ha ha ha, you did this and blah blah blah.
All sorts of mudslinging, really.
Yeah. And they've actually taken to inviting people from our clan into theirs. Which, we don't have a problem with, because they're all, rejects from our clan that haven't been able to make it. And to be honest, if they're leaving our clan to go to their clan, which has about 500 less war wins and is only a level 13 clan and whatever else, I mean, we didn't really want them anyway. If they're hopping to a clan like that, or just hopping, if they're just going to get an invite and take off right away, we didn't want them in the clan anyway. We want people that are loyal and...
Exactly. And I think, some of them do leave after we tell them what we'd like to see from them. And that's fair. People are allowed to leave. This is why we tell you when you join, so you know whether the clan's right for you. But yeah, if they're gonna leave and they get an invite from a different place and it's over to this other person's clan, then it's not somebody we wanted in the clan in the first place. But so, I mean, it was a bit at first we were like, are these people just have been in that clan before, and why they're just going back? I think you were cussing away, and I was like, no, chill, because they're just new and they're just hopping around, as we can see, because in the next day or two after they leave our clan to join theirs, they also leave that clan as well.
But only one of them did, because there are still 4 of them that were in our clan that are still in that clan.
And I would like to point out that the 4 of them in that clan, one of them has not done anything.
Yeah.
The other one has lots of troops received, which again, we don't want a troop much. And then the other one, they might be playing, but if they're clearly not wanting to be in this clan, I have no problems with that, because half of their clan is inactive anyway, because I think they're all that person's alts in there. They've definitely got 40 plus members, but there's probably only 10 of them active, or free, because they're all alts. So apparently they're still holding a grudge against us, apparently, and I'm sorry, but
all this because her mini account was kicked, and then I'm just saying this, and then we kicked her boyfriend for missing an attack.
It was, I mean, we always say, let this person know what this clan is about before you go and invite them. And it's not like the elder knew or didn't know how we were. So we're actively recruiting now. But yeah, so that was the fun and BS of clan management for the last
month.
Yeah, well, we had to wait 2 weeks. But yeah,
that was going on for about a week as well. Because I mean, it was almost a full work week for me. I remember discussing it with you Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then we finally kicked this person Thursday. And I mean, who knows if it was going on the weekend? By Monday, I was kind of, well, how is this person getting back in, kind of thing, and
yeah. So yeah, I guess we've reinvigorated our work ethic. To check anyone that we promote, but seriously, it's so hard to be promoted in our clan anyway. I'm impressed that he or she waited that long.
So anyway, next up on the list, we are going to talk about the events that are going on right now. There is Hog Heaven for a shovel and 400 XP. Have you done all of yours?
I have, yes. I did it all in a boost today.
Oh, good. I hadn't done any of them, and then I was like, oh crap, I didn't want to use hybrid because it was using a lot of dark, and I wanted to get my heroes done, because I still have a couple. So I was like, maybe I'll just use the drags I've been using, and because I needed to use 9, conveniently enough, that fits in my CC now. So I requested those in my CC, and got 12 attacks done between yesterday and today, and got my shovel. I'm excited about that.
I did have the same bright idea as you, because I can also fit 9 in my CC. Mm-hmm. The problem with that is, normally when I'm attacking in multiplayer, I don't use a CC. So I'm like, yes, I got the 10 hull. Oh crap, I forgot to use the hogs.
See, and I was talking to you about this just earlier. I've been kind of sitting around Crystal Master League. Well, I looked yesterday, and I had just gotten promoted to Titan. I'm like, what the heck is going on?
It's 20 hits, isn't it? It's 20 wins.
12.
Was it 12? It felt like 20.
And with the dragon army, like the Dragbat army that I've been using, I typically just use, I don't request troops. I usually just get a Stone Slammer and let that go. But because I needed to get this done, I knew that my Stone Slammer was going to pop open anyway. So it was just, 12 attacks. I think I did 13 because I think I missed one. But 12, 13 attacks and mine were done. So
good. Did you take the shovel or did you take the jibs?
The shovel? I got trees to move around.
Do you? Are you still landscaping?
Well, I'm having troubles because trees just aren't growing like they used to for me.
You've not got enough fertilizer then.
You know what? I'm thinking I maybe actually took the gems because I think I already had 5 shovels.
Well, you'll never know now.
I'll never know. So coming up in 9.5 hours, we've got the 1 gem donation. Absolutely barbaric. So there's going to be a super barbarians, or is that builder base?
What does it say?
Absolutely barbaric.
I think that's a builder base one. We've had it before.
So we've got that, and then Ice Baby, which is baby dragons and clone spells. So a couple more events coming up. Hopefully there's some good potions. Maybe a builder potion would be nice for me.
Mm-hmm. Are you excited about them?
Oh, not really.
Are you going to do the builder base one?
I like doing my own thing. I don't like having to use specific troops. Even these hog ones, it was like, do I really need that shovel?
I think it's because it's a set amount that you have to. I guess it's because you have to do them if you want the rewards.
See, I like the season challenges because whatever's in there, I never look at. Never even see what the things are. I just attack. And that's why I like the season challenges, because it really does knock them out while you're just playing the game regularly.
It's built that way. That, you don't really need to, regardless of what town hall you are, and regardless of what attacking ability you have.
On some dark elixir, and that's coming up in the thing, I'll see how much I need, and then I'll go see if there's something that I can specifically do. But other than that, I don't pay attention to it.
I pay attention to see, the things like you said that you're interested in getting. So obviously the builder right now, the builder boost, and just mainly the builder boost is the one that I normally aim for. I will admit that I do them. Like I do see what the events are, and I'll just do them, and try and fit them in. Just 'cause, I want my rewards. But yes, so that's the offers. Not the events. Not the offers, those are the events. But there are offers in the shop.
There was offers. I see they're gone now. I do believe the first one, there was one builder potion, there was one hero book, and then I think there was a book of spells, a book of training, and was there a book of building in there as well? In the third one?
I think so, yes.
I think there was four.
There were 4 things in the pack, yeah.
And I didn't get any. None.
I bought the book of building because I think that was $1.99 in my currency.
The book of heroes, you mean?
Yes, book of heroes. Sorry. I did not buy the builder potion because I didn't.
I was thinking about the hero book, but then I was, just kind of calculating how many I have left. I'm like, I don't really need it. A couple more months of just the regular pass, and I'll be done.
Was it $1.99 or $2.99? It might have been $2.99. Sorry, it might have been $2.99 for the book.
It was probably $1.99 because mine was $2.39.
Oh, okay. Because the builder potion was cheaper.
Yes.
And I don't think it was like
half price.
Yeah, but I don't think the builder potion was like 99p or anything. I think the builder potion was like $1.99. So that makes me think that the book of build heroes was $2.99. I think it was.
I don't know, because mine was either $2.39
yours is
or
almost
$2.99.
cheaper than mine, Jen. Don't need to rub it in.
So yeah, those were the offers that have been and gone. And what have we got now?
Can't fix your booth, though. I think always need to.
Our minis.
Oh yes.
We hit a milestone in our minis.
In our experiment.
Red war loss in our war log. It is all green or silver. Green or grey, I guess. Green or grey.
Yeah, so that's what we were aiming for. And it was a particularly epic war, because, we were facing a town hall, like 2 of the town hall 8s were upgrading their town hall to town hall 9. Mm-hmm. And then before war started, one of them finished and put down expos and got the queen, was it? Yep. So, obviously differential between 8 and 9 is a little bit bigger than if you were 7 to 8. But so it was going to be tough going, and this clan had 11 war wins beforehand, so they had their own streak going as well, and clearly they wanted to keep that going because I think you suspected they gemmed some of the stuff, like they finished their town hall. So it was quite a battle, and kudos to people in the clan who managed to swing it out the park. I mean, that's impressive. you know.
And I mean, that war in particular, it wasn't just our offense, it was our defense as well, wasn't it?
Yeah, one of our Town Hall 8s defended the Town Hall 9, you said.
Yeah. And you defended as well. I think everybody except for me had defenses that war.
I mean, just because, you know, normally when you... Even though the Queen is puny at level 1, right? You're still fighting a Town Hall 8 base. So a Queen...
But no, they had the boost, so it was Town Hall 6.
Oh,
or level 6
so even worse, right? So you had ability and everything, right? So, you know, yes, your heroes are maybe a little bit low, but you're with the boost, you're a robust Town Hall 9. So some epic battles and defences in that war, and I thought that was quite fitting to boot the last raid out. So yeah, no.
The last few wars have been kind of... I knew that, you know, given that we have, you know, 3 Town Hall 8s and 2 Town Hall 7s, I knew eventually we would start pulling a 9. Because the war before that one, we had actually pulled a rush 9 as well. But the last few wars have been kind of difficult. And I mean, maybe I'm making it more difficult because I keep time failing and not getting 3 stars. And maybe that's why I feel like they've been more difficult, because people have been having to clean up after me. But I don't know. I felt that the last few wars have just been, you know, not guaranteed wins like some of them tended to.
I think it's also probably a bit of psychological worry, just because, you know, you were so close to kicking out that raid that you're like...
Well, and now it's even worse now, because it's just like, if we lose one, then it's at the very freaking top.
But
and I mean, now, I mean, you got to look at it this way too. Like, all of those wars, except for 2 of them now, have been perfect wars. As a clan, perfect. Except for 2 wars. I mean, that's pretty awesome.
I mean, amazing. To be fair, before the update, you know, it was, you know, when we started, because it was, we wanted to play fair, as in just use the troops that we had, but there were some wars in there that aren't ours. So, but still very impressive, or log there, and you should be very proud of yourself. All those wars
now are ours.
Are they?
Yeah. Those have been...
Oh my god.
That red one was ours. It's been ours for probably about 10 wars.
Really? Well, and I guess even more kudos to, you know, everyone in the clan.
Yeah, no, those are all ours. That's all our experiment. I mean...
So in that way, the experiment's been a success, because, you know...
Yeah.
We didn't flub over being a tiny town hall. Some knowledge was retained in terms of how to attack.
And I mean, in terms of... I mean, it's May, and, like, I don't know, you know, how much longer we continue the experiment. I mean, it was just to see... You know, I can't imagine doing this for Town Hall 9. I mean, I was quite happy just, you know, because I've already done Town Hall 9, and, you know, I know what it's like. It's just, you know, for me, the experiment was the lower town halls, you know, to see if all we used was our troops, if it was possible. Because, I mean, even as a lower town hall, you know, being in a different clan, getting those max troops, you always crushed everything. So, I mean, for me, the experiment was, you know, can we do it with just the troops that we have at these lower town halls and not overpower, you know, with the max CC troops and whatnot, which I think is what we've accomplished. We've, you know, gone through the lower ones and kind of seen that it does make a difference.
Yeah. Are you a max 10 Hall 8 now?
I'm not.
Because you also wanted to see at what point builders versus laboratory evens out.
Right. I do know that with the Town Hall 7, I do think that my lab is done. And I only have 2 builders with the 7. So I think with the third builder, they would have finished at the same time. So that's where I'm at still with the Town Hall 8, because I still have lab, I still have defenses. So, I mean, for me, that's where, my kind of experiment would end, would be maxing Town Hall 8, just to see if the 3 builders and the lab kind of finished at the same time.
Yeah.
And for me, that's probably... I'm probably 2-3 weeks away yet.
All right, that's fine. Okay, but yes, very good. Win on that side of the clan, and there's definitely no BS in that clan. So, anything else?
No, I think that's everything. You can't fix stupid, and then we can wrap her up.
Oh, okay. Because, I've been that. This is, like you said, it's raging out in class. So, my can't fix stupid falls under a broad category, right? There's just this collection of can't fix stupid, okay? So, as we've mentioned earlier, you and I have been heavily recruiting, and therefore have opened the floodgates for stupidity, really, to come in. And you know what I'm going to talk about, don't you? So, from this week we've been recruiting, I have pretty much every day this week been cussed out for being in Silver League. Seriously, okay? And, we get people that join in the clan, and you're talking to them, and then halfway through, they go, wait a minute, you're Silver. Why are you in Silver? And then it's like, well, I don't need to listen to you. You're in Silver. Or, and excludes the expletive, but it's like, stop being a pussy. And, and I'm like, do they not know what farming is? It's like, you're Title 14 and you're in Silver, so you can just shut up. Like, so I've had a lot of, basically people going, I'm in gold and you're only in silver, so blah. Or, and I'm just like, it's called farming, this is what happens if you're farming with Supergirl, and I don't always want to get the Town Hall, because I'm only going after the Dark Elixir, and you only get 500 in the Town Hall. So I'm happy to cut the loss versus, how many goblins and time and jump to get the Town Hall. But that means you drop trophies, right? And when you're farming, you don't care about trophies, you care about resources. But the amount of people that have been coming in, and the amount of grief I've been getting, it's like, I did not expect this, right? So, and I think it touches upon what you were saying in previous episodes about how, you were wanting to get back up in Titans because, you thought that helps recruitment, and I was like, hey, don't be silly.
Hey. You were the one that always used to say, because when I would get to Legends with my 10 or 9 or whatever, you'd be like, now's a good time. Go pimp yourself out.
That was when Global was still out, right? That was when Global was still out, and...
You still said, go pimp yourself out. You're in Legends.
Well, you might as well put that Snatching Shield for something. Right? And to be fair, that was a 10 of 7 legend, so, it's a talking point. But, and apparently Seville doesn't cut it for recruiting. So, I was quite surprised, or, maybe I've been up in Titans for too long that I've just gotten used to people not harassing me about my league. so literally every day this week, one person has cussed me out for being in silver. I'm like, why does it matter to you what league I'm in?
Well, get your crap together. Start getting some trophies.
Why does it matter? What does my league affect your game? Right?
Because, I don't even have an answer for that stupidity.
It's like, whoa, you're Town Hall 14, but how are you in silver? It's like, well, And I guess these are the people that are coming into the clan that are like, look at my trophies. Mm-hmm. Kind of thing. That's the thing they say.
Look at my war stars. I have more war stars than you.
So, yeah. So I'm in this kind of, how much harassment can I stomach before I stop, dropping like a stone and try and move up a little? Because I'm quite used to... I'm quite in this whole habit of, I don't care about trophies. I'm in the farming mode. And
You're in gold 3. You're not even that low.
Well, I'm in 3 now. Because I had to do the hog event and win trophies, remember? I had to get a win. That's the only thing that's pushed me up. But yes, so depending on how recruitment goes and depending on how much grief I can stomach, we'll see. Because, yeah, I'm not gonna let that affect me. I got pets to upgrade, so I'm sorry, I need dark, and the most efficient way is super cops. So that's my Can't Fix Stupid. The whole collective bunch of them. So
I will say with the super gobs, was it our Town Hall 12 or Town Hall 11 that was using them the other day, and they're like, oh my god, they think they're amazing.
They are amazing because that's the only troop that you can still get to Town Hall with.
Yep.
While you're getting resources.
Mm-hmm.
And
I like the fact that they're invisible.
Even if you were using Bart, right, to farm, there's no guarantee you'll get the Town Hall. Because you gotta filter out through all the crap first to get to the Town Hall, whereas the Super Gob will just go straight to the Town Hall if you've cleared out, the jumps and the storages and whatnot. So, yeah, Super Gobs all the way for me.
Yeah. But we will wrap it up there on that. And what will we talk about next week? Well, we can talk about how our recruiting is going and how our wars have been going. We're finishing up a war right now.
Just to say, we recruited enough for a 15 war if you so wished.
If what?
If you wanted to have a 15-person war, we do have the numbers.
Oh, good.
So,
good.
That could be a successful...
All of these people that have been out doing heroes, and then you want to do a 15 with a bunch of new people when you guys are going to suck. Yeah, let's do that.
I have you to back me up.
Yeah.
And I will say, we can talk about this next week. You're right, my heroes have been down, so I haven't been using my heroes. My pets have been down, so I haven't been using my pets. And I've been using super goblins, and I'm in silver. So, be prepared.
I'm definitely going to have to cover you.
Be prepared.
Going to have to cover. But on that note, we will leave it there, and we will see everybody next week.
Bye.